Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this content, I hope you'll subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the results of my last market and everything I've crocheted in the last 2 weeks. So a little backstory on my last market is that it was our second attempt at a third Saturday market at a new location. And the first attempt was last month, and it was just 3 vendors, and I made like 60 something dollars. And it was not bad for a first try. And so this last Saturday was our second try. And this time we had 4 vendors, 2 new ones. And we definitely advertised it a whole lot more than we did the first one. And so we had a lot more traffic. Not a great amount of traffic, but still a lot more traffic than we did the first time. Let's just say it didn't go great, but it wasn't as bad as the first one. So, alright, we're going to get into what sold and for how much. Alright, so we have 1 frog at $5, 1 scrubby set for $10, 1 washcloth for $8, 1 possum for $18, 1 chicken for $18, 1 armadillo for $20, and 1 football for $8. And you might be thinking, I haven't never heard of her speak of a football before. Well, we'll get to that. Alright, and so let's get to the nitty-gritty of it. Okay, so it didn't cost me any fees for a space. So that's the bonus point of why I keep doing it, because it's free. Okay, I was expecting maybe $150. I ended up getting $87. And it was all cash. I didn't have to whip out my square, not once. So that was pretty good. No square fees. So I ended up paying hubby $13, and then so that gave me a profit of $74. And I was just looking. Last month my profit was $66. So just a little bit better than last time. And so hopefully next time will be even better from that. So fingers crossed, right? It was a total of 7 items, which is a lot better than last time. Last time was only 4 items. So we're getting there. And there was no really big bestseller because they were all individual 1 item thing. I guess you could say the kitchen items were the bestseller. 1 scrubby, 1 washcloth. So I guess that would be your big seller. If you're hearing a squeak, I think my husband has the air compressor on outside. I'm guessing. I did, although we spent a little bit of money on lunch. $22 on lunch. It was a big lunch. But I had a hankering for a Subway. Bad girl, bad girl. But yeah, I really wanted a Subway, so there you go. $22. My next market is at the same location, except for further back on the property. And there's going to be a lot more vendors, and the vendors are going to be yarn, basically yarn enthusiasts. The actual location is the Sheepwalk Ranch, and they have a mill on their property. They turn the sheep fur into fibers, clean them, fluff them, and all that. And so they have open mill tours where you can go in and watch the process, which is really cool. And so yeah, the next event is on the 30th, and it's going to be from noon to 7 p.m. I'm gonna have to take my lights because it starts getting dark around 6. I hadn't thought about that. I'm glad I looked. But anyway, it's gonna be fun. I usually do really well when they do events like that with other yarn enthusiasts. So that's the nitty-gritty of it. $74 profit, not bad for a free event, and it's just starting to get off the ground. So they actually said they weren't going to do it January and February, so we'll see how that plays out. Maybe if you watched last video about the free patterns, you saw my football pattern. Yay, football. Everything still has tags on it from taking it to the market. Anyway, I made 12 footballs. I made some local color and regular color and baby color. And all in all, I got 12 of those. And I actually sold one, so I have 11 of those. And then I also have, I got 3 armadillos done. These were done in Posh with an H hook. And yeah, this is my pattern as well, but I had 3 of them done, 2 brown, 1 gray, and one of the browns sold. And I really like how it looks with the Posh yarn. A lot of definition going on there. Not as much as you would get with acrylic, but still enough to where you can see the bands. I really like that. And then I, of course, got one snake. I think I might have shorted him. He appears to be pretty short compared to some of the other ones. So I don't know what it is about the snake. I either enjoy it so much that I can't put it down and it becomes super long, or I am not enjoying it and I cut it short. So we have a slightly shorter snake this time. I did these little cats. I have my own easy cat pattern, but I decided to jump onto the loaf cat train and started making some loaf cats. But of course, if you've been around my channel long enough, you know I don't really like the bobble stitch, and so I wanted to put some real legs on. And so we have these little kitties, with real legs, and I tried different facial expressions. We have an X, we have a T, and what else did I do? This one's a T as well. This one's an X with whiskers. And then this one is an X with extremely wild whiskers. So I was just trying them out and seeing which one I like the best. Just an X with no whiskers or X with the small whiskers. I kind of like that one. And then I do like the T with whiskers as well. So anyway, I made those, and I need to make at least a couple more so that I can photograph my progress, so that I can get that pattern wrote up. I have the pattern wrote up, but it has no pictures, so that's no good. That's no good. Alright, and I don't know if any of y'all noticed a pattern that was floating around a while back called colorful crackers. And I had a lady stop in my booth a couple of markets ago and was talking about how she had seen it. And I was like, yeah, I have that pattern. I just haven't gotten around to getting anything done with it. And I had gotten that shipment of really bright colors from Posh. And so I thought that would be a great use of those colors. And so I have this purple. It's actually, it looks purple when I'm looking at it. It looks purple, but to me it's more of a fuchsia color. And then we have the pink, and I don't know if you can tell, but the tail is really what sells it as a fish cracker. The tail is pretty cool. And the blue, and of course the red is just slightly bigger because it is a chunkier, it's not chunkier, it's thicker. Does that make any sense? It is slightly thicker and actually slightly harder to use than the rest of the colors. And then we have a light blue fish, and then I used the traditional, I think this is egg yolk color. It looks perfect for the fish. It looks so perfect for this. And so yeah, I got 6 of those done. And I have to tell you, out of all those colors, this color right here is, how do you explain it? Squishy. It is like really squishy. And the whole time I was doing it, it's like a breeze to work with. And the whole time I was doing it, I was thinking, this would be a fantastic sweater, you know, just the squishiness of it, you know. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, so yeah, I think they came out really nice. The pattern had me confused there for a little while, but it all worked out, and so that's it. That's what I got done in 2 weeks' time. I did put out some new patterns. Oh, I didn't pull them out. I did get some of those little frogs. I'll put a picture up here. I did get some of those little frogs done. But last night I started a Highland cow, and I got a couple of other things on my list of I've been wanting to try but haven't gotten around to doing it, because you know, so many patterns and not enough time. You know? Definitely have some interesting things on my list that I want to get done. I have 12 days plus some work days in there in between. It sounds like a lot. 12 days. I got 12 days to get stuff done. And then I think about all that I want to get done. And it's like, that's not enough days. I guess that's all for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.